What up? What up, everybody? How you doing? How everybody doing? How everybody doing? How everybody doing today? How everybody doing today? Hey, good day, good day, good day. Thank you for joining me. How everybody doing? How everybody doing? How everybody doing on this tremendous Thursday? How everybody doing? How you doing, folks? Who's out there? Who's out there? Who's out there? Hey, you know what? Hey, today when I want to get started, man. Right now is I grew up back in the days. When hip hop first came along, and even right now, like today, I heard Kid Creole. I'm saying one of a 61-year-old hip hop pioneer whose name is Nathan Glover put his head down and closed his eye as the verdict was read in Manhattan Supreme Court. Just about 3 hours after the jury began deliberating, he told his lawyer to get home safely and thanked the judge before being led to the courtroom. Early on Wednesday, Glover, the defense attorney, claimed that doctor at Bellevue Hospital and not the rapper was responsible for the death of the migrant John Jolly. Those stabbed did not cause his death, lawyer Scotty Celestin told the jury during closing argument. I believe the hospital killed this man. He added, they killed this man and they're trying to protect the hospital. Hey, folks, listen. Glover, a former member of Grandmaster Flash in the Furious Five, allegedly stabbed Jolly to death during a dispute in Manhattan. Okay, this crime happened in 2017. So it's 2022. He got convicted. And folks, listen, man, when you sit back and you think about it, sit back and think about that. This crime happened 5 years ago. And this man just got convicted. Based upon the pandemic and everything else, things changed. I remember Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. You know what I'm saying? Doom, 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 doom. Grandmaster Flash and Furious Five. That's when hip hop was hip hop. That was the birth of hip hop. When you came from that metropolitan area, the five borough, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Bronx, Staten Island, hip hop was it. That's what we knew. Hip hop. That's when it came to alive. So when you listen to Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, introducing the crew, you got to see to believe. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 MC. I'm Melly Mel because I rock so well. I'm Mr. Ness because I rock the best. Raheem and all the lady dream, and I'm Cowboy to make you jump for joy. Oh, the Kid Creole, solid gold. These guys was rap. You know what I'm saying? Royalty. We as wannabes, me as a snide-nosed little kid back then, 13, 14, 15 years old, want to be like these guys. We want to be like Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. We want to be like Curtis Blow. If I rule the world, I've had all the girls. Wow, that's why he hasn't been posted on Facebook. Very unfortunate situation. Folks, look at that, man. When you sit back and you look at it and you think about it, these guys made it. They was celebrity. They was stars. They was like right now hood stars. They was celebrity. And right now is guess what? They didn't make the money that these rappers making now. They didn't make it back then. They made money, but the difference is they didn't make the lump sum that rappers are making now. So what happened to these guys? Right now it's like a jungle time. It make me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle time. It make me wonder how I keep it going under. A child is born with no state of mind, blind to see the way of mankind. These guys was like talking life into existence. What was going on back in our days? What was going on back in our time? What was going on in the future? You know what I'm saying? They was preparing us for the future. But yet and still, these rap pioneers, how in the heck a lot of these rap pioneers start off great. Look at them out. Look at them now. Look at them now. How can this man on his way, okay, right now, he's supposed to be what, 61 years old? And his only way to doing what? He's on his way to doing time. You know what I'm saying? He's only way to getting what? Life? 25 years? The difference is if he's 61, 62 years old, guess what? Here it is, 5 years can be too much. It could be a death sentence. 10 years can be a death sentence. 20, 25, it can be it. Right now, the life that he wants to know, he's going to spend the rest of his life in jail. You know what I'm saying? What? Because here it is, could we allow our emotion to supersede our intellect? From my understanding, I don't know. I wasn't there. You wasn't there. But what people are saying, Oh, well, the guy was deranged. Oh, well, the guy made a sexual pass at him. Whatever the case may be, folks, we have to learn anger management. We have to learn how to walk away from situation. We have to learn how to be in control at all times. At all times. Only thing it takes 5 seconds. Okay? 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes to do something that we're gonna live to regret for the rest of our life. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? So it doesn't matter. Life at 61, that's dangerous. Coping skill. You're right. Hey, Born Freedom, Barry Ackerman, coping skill. You know what? Do we have that initially? No. We develop it over time. We develop coping skill over time. We develop how to deal with adversity over time. We develop how to do it with anger management over time. We don't get it right the first time. Janine, that is what happens when we don't think before we act. I know it's hard, but we must try our hardest. You're right there. It's a jungle out there, man. Sit back and think about it. Ron 2000, it's a jungle out there. 5 seconds can change the rest of your life. You're right, Bob. Right now, Ron, it's a jungle out there. They made a song. Your emotion can cost you a life sentence. You're right. They made a song. It's like a jungle sometimes. It make me wonder how it keep me going under. It's like a jungle time. It make me wonder how it keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes. Right now is they talking into existence. They knew it was a jungle way back when. Back in the 70s, back in the early 80s. They knew it was a jungle back then. And yet still they was fighting these wars. They was putting out these powerful messages through their raps, even way back when. Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. Barry, hey, Born, you know that. We the same age. A child is born with no, a child is blind to mankind. A child is born with no state of mind, blind to the way of mankind. Sick up kid. Look what you done did. Got sent away for what? An 8-year bid. Folks, listen, all that stuff is talk. But New York changed so much. The rap back then was real life. This is sad. There's no do-over with that decision. There's no do-over, folks. It's no do-over. It's no do-over. You can feel the tension out there. And the difference is right now, folks, we can feel the tension, but what we're doing. Hey, folks, I'll do a piece on that. I'll do a piece on the fat cat situation or whatever. I get back to that. The state parole fat cat to the feds. Fat cat, right now is like I said, right now is he got parole. He deserved that, man. Fat cat right now, regardless of what we've been through at our younger age and all this destroy and destruction and all the things that we did, he deserved a second chance. He deserved more of a second chance. But even with that being said, like you say, the fat cat parole cat to the feds. Cat he's not eligible for release from the feds until 2026. 4 more years. And then after that 4 more years, he got to go to Florida and do 8 years. Sit back and think about that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, folks. But anyway, getting back to the topic at hand. Right now is here it is. This guy, want a rap pioneer. You know what? You watch. Jay-Z is a billionaire. You watch. Kanye West is a billionaire. You watch. Ice Cube. No, hold on, wait a minute. Dr. Dre is a billionaire. You watch Ice Cube, LL Cool J. You watch so many other these guys. 50 Cent. These guys got hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. But right now is guess what? They was in the same industry as you know what I'm saying, Kid Creole, Grandmaster Flash, Melly Mel. They are all in the same industry. And look what happened. What happened to all these guys' wealth? What happened to all these guys' fortune? What happened to the money that they got? They didn't get the money. Brian is $1 billion a year. Rihanna is $1 billion a year. Wow, folks. But back there, time have changed. These guys paved the way for Jay-Z to be a billionaire, for Kanye West to be a billionaire, for Dr. Dre to be a billionaire. Addiction. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean by addiction? Born Freedom. What do you mean by addiction? Yeah, we know right now is what happened to their money. Yeah, they became addicted to life. They became addicted to that fast life. They became addicted to drugs. Back then, guess what? They used to freebase. Before they was crack, they was freebasing. Plus, they got robbed. A lot of them got robbed. They didn't understand how to own their master. They didn't know what master. They didn't even understand. Most of them didn't even know how to read. They can count, but they didn't know how to read. So they didn't read the fine print in their contract. Regardless of how much money they could have made tons of money back then. But what sense of making tons of money back then if you didn't know what to do with it? That's the difference, folks. A lot of times it's not how much you make, it's what you do with it. Yeah, you're right, Janine. As the year going by, things were, changing in the industry. They got robbed. Mel was the gold mine. A lot of them, man. Grandmaster Flash, man, hit me. Come on, folks. These guys was rap pioneer. They invented the game. If you don't know finance, someone else does. You go does you're broke. If you don't know finances, someone else does. You're broke. Hey, bro, that's deep. If you don't know finance, someone else does. You're broke. Plus, they managed by a gangster. Wow. Hey, folks, that was some bull crap. You must make smart investment as key. When you're in survival mode, it's hard to think what's best for your future. Rick Hoover. Okay, I just was watching Trap Queen. You was watching Trap Queen? No, I didn't know who ran Sugar Hill Record. Who ran Sugar Hill Record? When you make millions outcome, when you make a million outcome people, okay, who knows how to steal a million? Wow. Folks, listen. What we have to do is this, man. Sit back and think about it. These guys, I'm saying right now, you know what it is? It's a lesson learned. It's a lesson learned. It's a lesson learned. How do we learn? It's interesting to see women that was in the game. Yes, Miss T. Folks, listen, go ahead and check it out. You know what? Throw it up there. When can they watch Trap Queen? I think they dropped like 5 or 6 episodes. My girl, shout out to Miss T, Harlem Heron. They did a hell of a piece on her. Make sure y'all go check it out. Hey, Janine, drop the link. Drop it where they can go see Miss T and these other lady as they speak about that street life, man. As they speak about what went wrong. I remember Miss T say she was pregnant. She was pregnant. And right now, somebody set up because she had a safe in her house. Somebody set up while she's pregnant. And these guys came in there to rob and kill her, to take that money that was in the safe. Folks, listen, man, that world is a dirty, dirty world. But getting back to Kid Creole. Kid Creole, one of the original founder of hip hop, with Grandmaster Flash, with Melly Mel, his brother, with, Raheem, Cowboy. Um, Listen, these guys was out there. They was out there and they was doing it and they was putting out the message, man. They was talking everything that we went through. They was talking about it ahead of time, trying to get us prepared for the future. Like you say, out of all that money that man been through, what happened? Like Ron 2000 say, he had to use a legal aid lawyer. And when you have to use a legal aid lawyer, you fighting for your life. What that tell you? You get what you pay for. A lot of people don't believe that. We as human beings get what we pay for. You know what? You get what you pay for. Jonathan Logan, keep the contact coming, man. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. He's working as a security guard. At least he was working. At least he's working. Because a lot of times people feel right now and they give up. A lot of times, you know what? The worst thing in the world is to get it. When they went through that rap industry and they was getting, their $1,000 or they $10,000 or they $100,000, the faster they got it, the faster they spend it. A lot of times we don't think it's almost like the drug game. The faster we made it, the faster we spend it. Thinking, guess what? It's gonna be like Keith Sweat say, make it last forever. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. They doing show for Rick James. Rick James, man. Muhammad, what's up, my brother? Folks, listen. It's not how much money you make, it's what you do with it. Even with these guys being rap pioneer, they saw some money. They didn't see the money that they're seeing now. They didn't see the money that Jay-Z, I'm saying Dr. Dre, Kanye, let me see, I'm saying Nas, 50 Cent, LL Cool J. They didn't see that type of money, but they saw money. But the difference was what they did with the money. Silver Malone's husband was a G. You know what? Because right now, sometimes you got leaders and you got followers. You got visionary, a vision. He had a vision. He knew how far it can go. And right now, he did what he needed to do. Invest in the right thing. Do the right thing. You will be all right. Wow. Muhammad, that was powerful. Invest into the right thing. Do the right thing, and you will be all right, man. Yeah, Snoop Dogg, Master P. You got a lot of them. Nathan Bolden, what's up, Glaze? Glad to see you still up and running. Keep it going, bro. Thank you, man. He was connected, really. You know what? And like I try to say right now is, guess what? This man fell on his hard time. Because a lot of times right now is some of these guys right now start getting what? They start getting addicted to what? Alcohol. They start getting addicted to what? Drugs. They start getting addicted to fast money. They start getting addicted to sex. And what happened? The difference right now is, to me, I always felt any form of addiction was bad, but that's not true. That's not true. That was my thought process. Addiction. When you think of addiction, you think of people getting high, people addicted to gambling, people addicted to sex, people addicted. I was addicted to going back to jail and out of jail. He was connected. What do you mean by that, Ron 2000? He gets sentenced May 4th. You know what? And right now, what we have to do is say a prayer for that man. Because right now, he's in his 60s. And right now, if he get any more than 5 years over, man, any more than 5 years over, if that man get any more than 5 years, it's over with, folks. And that's what we got to understand, man. And hopefully right now is, guess what? He's mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, you know what I'm saying, prepared to deal with what he got to deal with. He done been incarcerated, since 2017, 5 years. So right now he should be psychological prepared and understanding the battle, what he got to deal with. Because it is a battle. It is a battle. And the difference is, folks, look at it and think about it in life. If there's no test, there's no testimony. If there's no test, there's no testimony. A lot of people didn't know that Keith Cowboy died of a drug overdose in 1989. They kept it quiet. You're right. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Chop It Down gang. A lot of people didn't know that Keith Cowboy died of a drug overdose in 1989. Folks, look at these guys, man. They was rap pioneer. They invented the game. That's like somebody that invented Google, somebody that invented Facebook, somebody that invented IG, somebody that invented Microsoft, somebody that invented Nike, somebody invented Tulsa, somebody that invented. They was inventor. They invented the rap game. But what do they have to show for it? Not a damn thing, folks. Not a damn thing. And that's why I say right now is what we as people have to do is learn from our past transgression, learn from our people mistake. Start getting it right, folks. Start understanding what we need to do, how we need to spread the words to get our people the help that they need. Get them to understand right now is we don't want them to, fall victim to, all that nonsense, all that negativity, all the violence, what's cool about dying in jail? It's nothing cool about dying in jail. Even right now, like I say, folks, like I say, to me, I'm like this. My name is Brian Glaze Gibbs. I've been through hell. At one point in time right now was, guess what? I was part of the problem. Now I'm seeking to be part of the solution. But yet and still, even as I'm trying to be part of the solution, why do I have 59 people up here and only 15 likes? How many people are going to actually, hit the like button, subscribe, share the words that are coming out of my mouth, share with other people that's not catching it live. That's the difference. My objective, I don't ask for much. Right now, I'm trying to build this platform. Like I told you, I used to be the problem. I'm trying to build this platform. I'm looking for donation. I'm looking for help. I'm looking for to go different places to do real life interview. My objective before this year is out, I want to go see Pappy Mason. I want to go see my old buddy, my old brother in Conrad, Howard Pappy Mason. I just got word from a family member of his. He sent me word, and I'm trying to make it happen. I want to go see Howard Pappy Mason. Okay? And right now, what I want to do is sit down with him, take some picture, have some conversation, and do somewhat of an interview. It's going to be hard because he's in Iowa in the Max 8. No, he's in the Max joint. Okay? It's going to be hard. But the difference right now, how do I bring that to life? How do right now I bring quality content to my platform? None of that negative, None of that nonsense. You watch these individuals right now. I see certain things. I put my name in, and certain people talking all type of trash about me. I don't know a damn thing about them. I don't care to know nothing about them because they on that negativity stuff. The difference is right now, black man, black woman, we got to stop the self-hate. We got to stop putting our own foot and knee on our own neck. We got to stop having that crab in a barrel mentality. We try and destroy each other for what? What are we trying to destroy each other? Dave, he bug out like Larry David. You know what? You know what? I don't agree with that because I talked to his family member not too long ago. He's all right. He's all right. That visit be epic. Good luck. Good luck. Do that, Glaze. Danick Jones. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Right now, I got a lot of things on my plate. I got a lot of things I want to do. Like Miss T. Miss T and me both was, profile on the InfoMind platform channel. Me and Miss T came from the InfoMind platform channel. Shout out to InfoMind, shout out to Timbo, shout out to Miss T. And the difference is right now, sometimes when you try to put stuff out there from a positive aspect or whatever, guess what? People hold you down. But to me right now is guess what? I'm gonna make my story come to truth or come to the big screen. I'm gonna make it. I got a few things in the work. And the difference is right now, I'm asking people that's out there, donate. You know what I'm saying? Cash app. I'm saying support. That's it. A lot of times people think, oh man, at one point in time you made 40 a day. Yeah, I made 40 a day, but the difference how long ago that was. And the difference right now, I was like those rappers. You know what I'm saying? Thinking right now it was gonna be like Key Sweat, make it last forever. Nothing lasts forever. Even though right now, when you go to jail, can you take your fortune with you? Can you take your jewelry with you? Can you take your wife with you? Can you take your family with you? Can you take your guns with you? You can't take nothing with you. And the difference right now is guess what? I'm glad. Right now is sometime you have to hit rock bottom. You have to start over. You have to hit that reset button. And that's what Kid Creole have to do right now. Kid Creole is in the fight of his life. Right now, he got to wait until May to see exactly what his destiny going to be. What they going to do with him? What they going to do with him? Are they going to give him life? Hopefully not. Are they going to give him 15, 25 years? Hopefully not. Because you in your 60s and you got to do 85% of that time. The bottom line is right now, they give him 25 years, they gave him a death sentence. They give him 15 years. If he don't take care of himself, they gave him a death sentence. Folks, listen, man. I'm going to tell you a story. Sometimes prisons save people. And what I mean by that, Janine Perion Roberts' life story was very interesting. She tell how she changed her life from selling drugs. A lot of them do. A lot of them do. And that's good. Folks, listen, go to that BET apps and they got right now what is called Trap Queen. I think it's very powerful. He could walk, but that's a long shot. You're right, he can walk. He can walk. But right now, sometimes people don't let you walk. Sometimes right now, if he walked, did he learn his lesson? Sometimes if he walked, what are you gonna do? What you right now, when you're on Rikers Island, honestly speaking, folks, man, you in survival mode. I've been in Rikers Island for years. And right now, the first time I went through Rikers Island, I got to beat the daylight out of. Got my sneakers took, a few times my shoes, coat, whatever. And the difference is right now, Rikers Island is like purity hell. And what happened is right now is guess what? Eventually, you learn how to play the game. Right now, you don't want to be a victim anymore, so you start victimizing people. You don't want to be a victim more, so you start victimizing people. Come on. Hey, folks, listen, I got 72 people, 35. Donation, man. I'm accepting donation. Cash at me. Donate. Right now is, folks, listen, right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get American Gangster Trap Queen, BET. Folks, that's the link right there. American Gangster Trap Queen on BET. You'll see so many different stories. I think it's 5 or 6 episodes or 5 or 6 different women out there talking about their life experience in that street. Talking about where they went wrong, what they wish they could have done differently. That's what it's all about, man. Learning from other people's transgression, learning from other people's mistake. How many of us can learn from other people's mistake? That's what life is all about. Learning from other people's mistake. How many of y'all guys can learn from other mistake? Like even right now, learning from them saying Kid Creole mistake. What did he did wrong? Where did he went wrong? Right now, if he had a chance to go back and do something totally different, what would he have done? What would he have done? That day in question, right now, when he ran into that individual and whatever altercation or whatever word was say, what could he have done to prevent that situation from happening, from him allegedly stabbing that man to death? What could it, because once again, I heard the guy was huge, and I heard Kid Creole was a small guy. You know, right now is, but I don't know nothing about Kid Creole. Only thing I knew right now was their name. You know, right now, sometimes you think you know these guys. Sometimes you think you know Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, Kid Creole, Melly Mel, Cowboy, Raheem. Sometimes you think you know these guys. Why you think you know these guys? Because you listen to the words that come out their mouth. Sometimes you think you know Jay-Z. You think you know Nas. You think you know Eminem. You think you know 50 Cent. You think you know all these rap, the Houdini of the group, Run DMC. You think you know them because you watch them so much. You think you knew Michael Jackson, may he so rest in peace. You think you knew Gerald Levert, Keith Sweat. You think you know Christopher Williams. You think you know Babyface. You think you know Kim because you hear their music. You love their music. You love some of the things that they represent, what they sing. But the difference is right now, these guys are human. These guys is like human beings, just like us. You cut them, they're gonna bleed. Okay, you hit them, you do anything to them. They got emotion, they got feelings. They ain't no different than us. So the difference is right now, what we have done if we was in that man position, that predicament, huh? What we had done if we was in that man position? What we had done if we was in Kid Creole position? What would we have done? Folks, what we had to do, yo, they got Ghost Corley. Wow, again? Come on, bro. Ron, come back with that. They got Ghost Corley again? Come back with that. You know, recently, 86 people, 87 people need 70 likes. You know what? 90 people. You're right, Muhammad. They got Corley again. Hold up. Hopefully that's not the case, man. You know what? Recently, Ghost ain't no joke. Ron, what you mean by that, man? You say, yo, they got Ghost Corley. What you mean by that? Yeah, Ghost probably a little bit older than me. He probably a few years older than me. I think he's a few years older than me. You know what? I always tell people I'm 91 and a half. I'm 91 and a half. But like I said right now, hopefully that's not the case, man. A lot of times, man, you gotta let that stuff go, man. But you'd be surprised, folks. Listen, man, I'm starting this new segment. I think Kid Creole would have did it different. You're right. He should have did it different. Right now, folks, listen, man. I want people to understand, man. It's not how we start, it's how we finish. A lot of times, people get caught up in that street life, get caught up in that fast money. I heard Cat didn't want any part of him. Mm. Born Supreme, thank you, man. Peace to you too, brother. Thank you for subscribing, man. Hit that like button, subscribe, share. Copy and paste, man. Copy and paste this message. Copy and paste this link. Copy and paste it. Send it to people in your phone. Send it to people on email. Send it to people on your DM. You know what I'm saying? On IG, on Facebook. Send it to people. We cannot judge one another. You're right. Let he or she who out sin cast the first stone. Why are we judging anybody? Who are we to judge? Who are we to judge anybody? A lot of times right now, in order for you to judge anybody, you got to put your foot in that person's shoes. In order for you to judge anybody, you got to put your foot in that person's shoes. How the hell we can judge anybody? Who are we to say 86 people need more light? Hey, look, it went down, man. You say 86 is 77 right now, man. You know what, folks? I just dropped a piece on my channel. Mr. Reed, how you doing? I just dropped a piece on my channel. And the piece was Omar Epps was on the Breakfast Club. Him and the guy Charles Murray promoting a new movie. And right now is I watched that piece. And something that Omar Epps said in regards to that. And you know what? I wish I would have had that jewel, you know, doing my different relationship. I wish I would have had that jewel doing my different relationship. Right now, what he says is this, man. When him and his wife got together and they decided to jump the broom, they decided to get married. Something that he said was divorce, separation, breaking up with one another was not even an option. They agreed to that regardless of how hard or difficult or jack up their relationship may be, guess what? Divorce, separation, breaking up was not even an option. I thought that was very, very powerful. Yet and still, regardless of what, that was on the Breakfast Club. Yet and still, that didn't go viral. You know what went viral? Will Smith slapping the living daylight out of Chris Rock at the Oscar. That went viral. Black on black crime. But the difference is when you listen to this man speaking on the Breakfast Club with Angela Lee, DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God, and they spoke about that. And as he say right now is, guess what, man? With him and his wife Keisha from the group Total, what he say was, guess what? When they got together in that relationship, when they decided to jump the broom, traditional, and became one, they decided it doesn't matter what they went through, breaking up was not an option. I dropped a piece on that last night. Very, very, very little views, very little support. Why? I thought that was a powerful message. That piece on the Breakfast Club should have went viral. All my family friends follow you, BGG. They love your content. Thank you, Janine. I appreciate that. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. I'm trying to get it together. Right now, when you least expect it, I'm going to drop that piece, what we've been talking about. I really want to go live with you and do a live interview because I think that would have been much more powerful, much more impactful. Most like people would have understand it. They would have gravitated to a little more. And I understand your concern and I respect that. But the difference right now, folks, listen, man, people don't understand to get in front of like a camera and go live or get in front of a camera and do different pieces to try to, have different things to talk about. It's very complicated, especially when you don't have an executive producer, especially when you don't have a director, especially when you don't have a writer, especially when you don't have a support team. I am my own one-man army. Everything I do it on my own. Right now, I work 9 to 5. If I'm not working or whatever, I'm on this YouTube trying to come up with content or on my spare time trying to do little things I need to do to maintain. And right now, that's why I say right now, any type of support that I can get towards the BGG movement, I accept it. Right now, I'm like TLC. I'm not begging. I'm not asking nobody to do anything they can afford to do, but anything that y'all can do to support this cause, to support me. I got like right now, I want to go interview Pat. I want to fly, meet up, sit there a couple of days with Pat, have a heart-to-heart conversation. He's in a maximum security. I doubt I will not be able to do footage. I wish I could. The most I can probably do eventually is get some phone conversation with him, letting y'all hurry from the man himself. Speaking about everything. Speak about it. Everybody always want to talk about, oh, Glaze, you this, you that. You went against Pat. Pat, my man. Pat was one of the first person when I made a deal. Me and him sat and MCC on the 9th floor in the attorney conference room because we was co-defending. We sat and we talked, and I told him my intention. I told him what I was about to do. I told him if he felt I was wrong, what he can do is he can take, because Pat used to carry ox in his dread. I said, Pat, this is what I'm about to do. I'm about to make a deal. If you think I'm wrong, you can take that ox out of your dread and cut my throat. Pat told me just like this, Glazy AZ. Man, come on, man. I love you like a brother. I can't do that. No, and like I tell you right now, Pat, no. You flip, you go against the grain. He know. I know Pat, right now, we built a hell of a relationship. We built a hell of a bond. And the difference right now, like I say, me and that man have genuine love for each other. I listen to people, oh, you made a deal against Pat. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. He know that. And see, the difference right now, what people do not understand right now, everybody know my story is an open book. Anybody want to know anything about me, listen, it's easy. Get your signed copy of the Beyond Lucky book, the Brian Glaze Gibbs story. You know what I'm saying? A true story of crack, money, murder, and redemption. To get your book, email me at Brian, BRIAN, GIBBS 1201 at yahoo.com to place your order for your signed copy. And right now, with our throwing straight from the street, Volume 1 audiobook or straight from the street, Volume 2 audiobook for free. Get your signed copy, once again, by emailing me, Brian, the first name, BRIAN, Gibbs, the last name, GIBBS, 1201 at yahoo.com. Get your signed copy. You know what? Like I told you, I don't candy coat anything. You know, a few months ago, right now, I was in a battle with my brother. Me and my brother have a love-hate relationship, and even right now, my brother came out with all type of allegation about me and talking trash about me, and I accept that. You know why? Because once again, I don't run from anything. But the difference right now is, like I told you, in order for people to put out things, tell you before you can, saying, right now is tell other people's story, tell your story. Peace, everybody from Brooklyn. Lamel Prince, how you doing? Loving, putting a smile on their face is the best thing you can do. Okay, people are always going to talk and don't even know the real truth. And you know what? Plus his shirt. Hey, listen, right now, I don't care what anybody say at this present time. On Ron 2000, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. I don't even get caught up into that right now. When you got true identity with yourself, when you grow up, like I told you right now, is this, man. DC tipping in. Kenny Mac, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Right now, folks, listen, sit back and think about it. As long as you got people talking about you, that means you're doing something good. As long as you got something people talking about you, that means you're doing something good. When people stop talking about you, that's when you're in trouble. That's when you're in real big trouble. When people stop talking about you. I love it when people talk about me. Good, bad, ugly, doesn't matter. Because once again, right now, is guess what? I have true identity with myself. I know who I am. I didn't like that little bastard that I once was. I didn't like that little crazy MF that I once was. I didn't like that sick individual that I once was. I used to get so pissed. I used to get so upset. When I got so pissed, so upset, I lost it. I used to black out. I had a lot of, like on my man Barry Ackerman say, I had a lot of anger that was built up in me. I had a lot of self-hate that was built up on me. I had a lot of things I didn't like. And when I got upset, guess what? Like Pappy used to say, my way or the highway. And that's what you should be. You need a mediator? Hey, I need a mediator for what? What do I need a mediator for? East Coast T, you know you're doing something right whenever everyone's talking about you. Like I told you right now, I put my name into the search channel or the algorithm, whatever they call it. And you know what? I'm like, man, I'm listening to people coming at me talking about, let them talk, man. I'm not gonna get no feedback. You know what? For what? I'm not going to pay their mind, man. But like I said right now, the topic of conversation today is, what I'm saying, a rap pioneer, Kid Creole. Like I told you, when I was coming up as a snotty nose wannabe, and we used to listen to these music, these records. We didn't have no CDs. We didn't have no DVDs. We didn't have no streaming. We had right now records. And when you used to listen to the words, man, what I'm saying? You used to listen to the words. You know what I'm saying? The hip hop words from Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. You know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 ba doom, boom, 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 doom, doom, doom. Introducing the crew. You got to see to believe. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 MC. I'm Mr. Ness because I rock the best. I'm Raheem in all the lady dream. You know what I'm saying? A cowboy, I make you jump for joy. A Creole, playing the road. The Kid Creole, solid gold. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Melly Mel, rock so well. That was legend, man. That was Western. How you doing? Jamaica in the house, man. That was it, man. That was it. We live for that, man. Even right now, when you watch my man Kumo D, the Swedish knit, man, you watch my man Kumo D, man. Kumo D was a bad boy, man. You talk about right now is a bad man, Kumo D. Spoonie G, yes, y'all. A Spoonie G, y'all. Melly Mel was a beast. Melly Mel was a beast. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. The Mark Neck, you know what I'm saying? Gabardine, British Walkers, Playboys, fashion, man. You know what? Look how addicted to we was to fashion. Fashion is addiction. Just like you got drug, you got alcohol, you got gambling, all that stuff is addiction. Fashion is addiction. Because you got people do any and everything to stay fly. Everybody want to be fly. Miss Matthew, yes, hip hop birthday is August 11th, 73. It's a Leo, the sun, solar, Apollo, Pluto was in Virgo, then Virgo, equal generation planet. Virgo key phrase, I analyze. Pluto transform, hip hop transform. How we, Miss Matthew, that's powerful, man. For Macho, leather front. Oh man, you going back. Analyze, you know what I'm saying? Lamel Prince, Gazelle, you right. Designer jeans, man. What you had, Jordache. You had Sassoon. You had Gloria Vanderbilt. You had Lee. You had it all, man. And that's what I'm saying. But we was addicted to. Also, nobody was rocking Tim. Nobody was rocking Tim back then. We was rocking Pro Keds. 69s, the suede 69s, then Converse, Pumas, Adidas. Before Nike was even around. Then they came out with what? Ponies. Pony had a quick little run. But folks, like I told you right now, we was addicted to, I'm saying, materialistic things. We was addicted to fashion. And a lot of times people do show to Adidas, man. Show to Adidas. Right now, you know my favorite Adidas is? Stan Smith. Gabardine threads, gear clothes on 7 say okay. Wardrobe, the word. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Hey, wow. Denny Jones Bally's. Bally came around later, man. That Bally came around 6 minute, 6 minute Dougie Fresh You On. Stan Smith. Yes. Stan Smith. I rock Stan Smith now. Every year I try to get the red, the white with the red back, green back, blue back. Right now is because you can dress them up and dress them down. Pumas, man. See, people don't understand. I see Pumas now. I always look for Puma. Leather Bomber. See ya. Dear Dior. Damn, y'all going back, man. Converse, yeah. And folks, listen, man. That's what I'm saying. Ava, yeah, I remember that came out. Folks, listen, man. How do we stop this non-sheepskin? Yeah. BGG, how do you feel about the man that killed two cops was asked to speak on college campus? How do you feel about the man that killed two cops and was asked to speak on college campus? He got a lot to say. Felot, he got a lot to say. So the difference is, how do I feel right now with anytime a person can relive their trauma and go back deep and speak about how they put themselves or how they got in that predicament and cause them to make that one bad decision or that two bad decision or that three bad decision. I think that's deep. Was it proven without a shadow of doubt? Self-defense. I don't know, Miss Matthew. I don't know. Like I said right now, was I just stumbled upon the story about Kid Creole. And right now was if you listen to Melly Mel on Vlad TV a year ago, and he spoke about his brother having, seen that incident. Like he say that him and his brother was not in contact. Him and his brother was not in a good space. And sit back and think about it. That's Melly Mel, another legend that was part of the Furious Five. And right now was his brother, Kid Creole. He said that him and his brother had a big fallout. They wasn't even in contact. I don't even know whether they're in contact now. But yet and still regards what? Family do have dispute. Family do have a breakup period. It's sad, but it's reality. It remind me and my situation with my, saying, sibling. But the difference is right now is, guess what, folks? A lot of times right now, we got to learn how to grow. We just have to pray for everyone. You're right. Always remember, no prayer, no power. Less prayer, less power. More prayer, more power. Much prayer, much power. Folks, repeat after me. No prayer, no power. Less prayer, less power. More prayer, more power. Much prayer, much power. And at times, that's what we have to do. He should never have given an interview about that, talking the way he talked horrible. Okay, Dose Lover Star. Miss Matthew, ever read the book Once a Cop? No, I never did. I never did. Because once again, or even right now in Greg, no, I never did. I never read their books or whatever. Because once again, when people start off with Corey say that he was once part of the Supreme Team. I don't know. But the difference right now is, you think Alpo could still be alive in police custody? Nah. Alpo is gone, made so rest in peace and spirit lifted. Right now is like, I don't know Corey. I know some people that know Corey when he spoke about him and Dave McCleary. And right now, Dave, like, I don't know that guy. And the difference is, a lot of times people try to piggyback off of people or whatever. And sometimes what we have to do, just tell the truth, man. Just tell the truth. I'm never gonna get on my platform and try to make myself sound bigger and better than what I am or who I am. I know who I know. There's a lot of people I don't know. I don't sit here. It doesn't matter. If I know you, know you. If I don't, I don't. I don't get no pleasure out of lying or acting like I know people when I don't. And the difference is right now, when you got these individuals writing books, telling stories, and right now is like coming up with different scenarios, and you got other people refuting it, especially the people themselves. That's huge. That's different. So, once again, like I say, you want to work your way up to be a top dog in the police force. And yet and still, once you got your retirement, then you come back with a book and you saying just the opposite, that you was the enemy. That speak volume. But like I say, let he or she who have not sinned cast the first stone. E-money get it in. Different is right now is no addiction is no weakness. You're right. No addiction, no weakness. I heard that was a lie. And like I told you right now, folks, who am I? I don't know. We all have a past. We don't have the right to pass judgment anyone. And you don't try to do that. You know what? I remember the first conversation I had with one of my roundtable brother, Gerald Prince Miller. And right now it's like I didn't like Prince. And because some of the things that I heard, whether it was true or whether it didn't, the difference when you hear certain things, you pass judgment, you hold grudge. So the difference was like me and Prince were both roundtable, and right now Cat made yo y'all need to talk. And right now I can remember the first time me and Prince talked, and I can remember the first time right now was I told him, man, listen, I don't like you. Because once again, based upon everything I heard about you, everything I know about you, I don't like you. I'm saying, period. And what Prince did, you know, he said, look, man, I heard a lot of things about you, but who am I to judge? Here it is, in just a few simple words, he was able to put me in checkmate. Wow. And the difference from that point on, me and him built a relationship. And you know what? Like I said right now, is the rest was history. But once again, who am I to judge? Miss Matthew, I just was talking about Corey on Twitter. It's been over 35 years since I saw him. Talk about Melly Mel talking to Vlad about Kid Creole. He's talking like the Joppy dude. Life was dispensable. It came back and haunted his brother. Folks, like I tell you right now, man, listen, man. We all say things. We allow emotion to supersede our intellect. That's why what we try to do is we should think before we speak. Easy said than done. We should all think before we speak. Easy said than done. Because anytime we allow our emotion to supersede our intellect, guess what? We're going to lash out. We're going to say and do things that we can live to regret. And right now, what I try to do, the older I get, I try to stay away from that, man. And it's easy said than done. At one point in time, like I told you right now, folks, man, I was traumatized. I had PTSD. I'm still dealing with that. But only thing different, I'm able to control that now. Before I used to have to use medication. Once I knew I needed help, I took advantage and used the medication. But as time went on, I weaned my way off of that medication. Bob, you say I am a professional musician, so I always pick my words like my musical note and carefully. See, that's the difference. Once again, at least you had that to lean on. You had that to lean on. Hey, but what I'm just trying to say is, folks, listen. My deepest condolences to the victim that Kid Creole was convicted of his murder. May his soul rest in peace and his spirit be lifted. My deepest condolences, I'm saying, to his family. And right now, my prayers for Kid Creole, because once again, that brother's in the fight of his life. He's in the fight of his life because once again, Dick can cause him to spend the rest of his life. What's my top 3 cigar? Number 1, Grandma A. Number 2, Acid. Number 3, I don't think I have a number 3. I don't think I have another 3. British Walkers, man. Rana Winfield, British Walkers, man. Kid Creole coined the very term hip hop. Pardon if you answered this already. You know what? Like I told you, Kid Creole, man. I'm talking about those guys was legendary. Those guys was the creator of hip hop. Like you got people, like I said right now, that's creator of Google, creator of Facebook, creator of Instagram, creator of everything. Here it is, the difference between the creator now, they're gonna be more beneficial because they got paid off of that. These guys that invented hip hop, right now, a lot of them they didn't get their benefit. They didn't reward the benefit of their service, of their time. They ran through some money, but if they wasn't smart enough to know what to do with that money, guess what happened? It all was in vain. Prop to you, Glaze, for addressing your problem. The man that doesn't accept their illness is a threat and danger to one and all. You're right, Bob. BGG is believed that they are still so mad at the inception of hip hop that they aim to destroy the pioneer. And that could be the case, man. Coco TV. It is a very unfortunate situation. I recognize the man he killed instantly from his mugshot. He used to hang outside my job. I don't know what happened, but I can guess. Okay, Cuckoo TV, explain that. Elaborate off of that. Because a lot of us not aware of that. A lot of us not aware of that. And guess what? If it wasn't for these type of platform, YouTube, IG, social media, we still wouldn't know. So the difference is Coco TV. If you can explain what type of individual was he? I don't know. I'm not here to judge or whatever. I don't know what happened. If you listen to Melly Mel from the Vlad interview or whatever, he tried to say, as far as the defense, that this man made a sexual advance towards his brother. I don't know. Black Dot wrote the book Hip Hop Decoded. Very compelling too. He wrote they knew that we created something to get us out of poverty, or at the very least allow our voice to be heard. Deep, deep. And the difference right now, a lot of us cry for help. We cry different ways. We cry differently. We sing differently. We speak differently. We express ourselves differently. But the difference right now is the best thing is to express yourself to the best of your ability. Some people do not express themselves at all. Some people take and swallow all that hurt and pain. He was clearly mentally ill, but drink a lot. He was kind to me. I was able to kind of keep him calm. He begged for change outside my job. He seemed to be homeless, but cared for. E-money, get it in. Romans 12:2. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Deep, man. Miss Matthew, when you oppress a people, you form think tank to try to figure out how they may try to free themselves from poverty. Wow. When you oppress a people, you form think tank to try to figure out how they may try to free themselves from poverty. And the difference right now, folks, anybody that's not out there striving to be better today than it was yesterday, then you lost, man. Then you lost. Right now, I had to learn. I wasted 15 years out of my life as a kid in and out of prison. Between the age of 14 and 24, I hated Brian Glaze Gibbs. I hated myself. But you know what? It took a lot. It took the death of my mother to help me get it together. It took her death to make me say, when I get out, I am never going back. And I never went back, man. I never went back. I refused, man. At one point in time, I was addicted to the penal system. At one point in time, when I was out, I used to have nightmares. I used to wake up out of my sleep and in a project, running around in my Superman drawers, you know what I'm saying, out the door. Really with my Superman drawers, running out the project door because running away from the cops, running away from being handcuffed, running away from being, saying bonded, enslaved. I didn't want that. But the difference right now is once I got out, I never had that dream again. Why? Because my way, my behavior, my action, my conscience have changed. And the difference is order for it. Sometimes you know what it takes to change? Pain. Sometimes it takes pain. But just like I told you right now, folks, listen. You down with OPP? Everybody remember that song? You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You down with OPP? Powerful song. Other people property. I'm asking people, are you down with BGG? You down with BGG? Yeah, you know me. You down with BGG? The BGG movement. Ready or not, my movement is about it's best to give than receive. How do we get back? How do we get back to the people that's out there hungry? How do we get back to the people that's out there homeless? How do we get back to the people that's out there suffering from mental illness? How do we get back to the people that want to do right, but they don't have no support system? How do we get back to teaching people how to have skills, develop work habit, work attitude? In all things in life, there must be a perfect balance. The BG movement is where it's all at, y'all. And you know what? I took a long way, man. I came a long way, man. I came a long way. Hi again. I didn't ask you if you've seen him. I only refer what I pursue in his book. I was inquiring about his credential to you. Right, okay. E-money, get it in. Thanks, Janine. Okay, checking on one another is a start. We got to. No more. What you think I should do? Hey, folks, listen. Like I said right now, I'm about to wrap it up. I'm going to hit the hour mark. I'm at, 55 minutes? Got 5 more minutes left. What's on your mind, y'all? What's on your mind? No more what you think I should do. Hey, folks, what's on your mind? I got 5 more minutes before I wrap this up. Got 5 more minutes before I wrap this up. Hey, folks, listen. Like I said, right now, seeing my no, Janine, no. I know you probably not used to hearing that word, no, but I'm gonna tell you no. There you go, telling me no again. Montana King, you ever think about doing a podcast? You know what? I've been thinking about doing a podcast for quite some time. Montana King, but man, everything is time consuming, man. Everything is time consuming. Everything time consuming. Hey, every time I come on here, Janine want me to sing. No, congratulations on making it to the other side and sharing the truth about the ups and downs. On B man, hear me forever. You don't have no other choice, man. You don't have no other choice. You know what? It's up to us, man. We are all kings and queens, prince and princess, and we got to believe that, man. We are all rich in our own thoughts and ideal. And what we have to do is, how do we put that into effect? We are all kings and queens, prince and princess, and we have to believe that, and we got to know that. Why? Because once again, like I told you, we sell ourselves short. You'd be surprised. All of us are rich in our own thoughts and ideal, but it's up to us to put that into effect. Like even right now, like I try to tell people, I'm human. When somebody attack me, guess what? You go into attack mode. But what I try to do, I try to be mindful. I try to be respectful because you learn, man. As time goes on, you learn. You learn to get away from that stupidity. You learn to get away from that negative and that nonsense. I call it the double N. How do we get away from the double N? Jimmy. Hey, folks, check out my brother, Jimmy Calandro, a Bath Avenue story. What's up, brother? I hope all is well with you and yours. Stay strong, stay blessed. Hey, folks, listen. Check out Jimmy Calandro, a Bath Avenue story. He got a hell of a platform, man. I be going on right now when I got the time and I listen to some of the stories and some of the content. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable, man. Jimmy, keep it a buck 50 all the way. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and like I say, folks, that's what it's all about, man. You know what? Sit back and ask yourself this. In order to be honest with anybody else, you got to first attempt to be honest with yourself. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't be honest with themselves. A lot of people ain't gonna accept no defeat. A lot of people ain't gonna admit when they was down. I feel like if you did a podcast, the sky's the limit, brother. You got a lot to talk about. Think about it, BG. Hey, Montana King, man, you right, man. You right. Dose Love Star. Cuckoo should get in touch with Creole lawyer. Okay, and tell how the joppy dude was a weirdo. Miss Matthew. It start with engineering. Miss Matthew say that the silent generation, the parent of the baby boomer, our parent, their decade of public silence, hip hop is the voice too. DNA encoded in the blood equal data. Data erupt. Hip hop. Erica Badu sung about such in her song Heal, Bigger Than Wow. See, a lot of things go deep in the surface, and we don't even know that, man. We don't even know that. Hey, folks, listen. I'm about to do a story about the mayor of New York, Eric Adam. How Eric Adam saved my life. Okay, be looking out for that, man. Like I said right now, any of y'all folks right now is guess what? Here it is right now. Anybody know y'all? You know what? If you're suffering from high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high weight, high sugar, heart trouble, right now is guess what? This right here, Panoxol. Panoxol gonna be in my description box. Get your bottle of Panoxol. Right now, I'm about to start a promotion. Right now, normally these bottles go for like right now anywhere from 89 I'm saying dollars. Right now, I'm about to do a promotion for $9.99. Right now, I got the authorization to do a bottle for $9.99. So the difference is right now, folks, is up to you. If you know anybody, if yourself, if you're suffering from high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high weight, high sugar, sit back and think about it, man. Heart attack, there's no warning. High blood pressure is no warning. That stuff sneak up on you, tap you on your shoulder, and it's over with, man. It's choke your life out of you. So the difference right now is guess what? What the sense? If you know anybody suffering from high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high weight, high sugar, bad heart, right now, natural ingredients. And the difference right now, folks, listen, man, a lot of us, for some reason, we don't want to go to the doctors. Why? Why? If you can do different things to add longevity to your life, why don't do it? Why? Why we don't do that? Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, man. Hey, like I told you right now, you got it wrong, man. You spell it Penoxol. It's Panoxol, man. Yeah. And like I try to tell you, folks, listen, man. It's a man thing not going to the doctor, man. That's bogus, man. I don't care, man. I go to the doctor. I get my physical. I get my, that stuff stick up your rear end, your colostomy. Oh man, I do all that stuff, man. Later for that. I get my dental. I get your eyes. You gotta do all that, man. Because once again, we're not getting no younger, man. We're not getting no younger. What you think, Gibbs? What do I think about what? L Grice 2643. What do I think about what? What do I think about what? Come back with that. But what I'm trying to say right now, listen, folks, I'm about to wrap this up. I never say you, Glaze. I was talking in general, not about you. Okay, no, nah. Hey, Bob, you good, man? Scroll up, man. Oh, come on, brother. Let me see, man. I'm not tech savvy, man. I am not tech savvy. Scroll up for Lori's. You'll see my. I ain't not tech savvy. I'm trying to scroll up now. I'm trying to scroll up now. I'm trying to scroll up now. I'm trying. And this text it back. I don't see it, man. Just text it back, man. I'll wait. Text it back, man. I don't see it. I don't see it. What you think, Gibbs? I don't see it. Come back with it, man. Would you like to get information? Do you like to get info from a OG? It all depends what the information is about. I don't mind. It all depends upon what the information about. It all depends upon what the information about. Hey, folks, listen. Thank you for joining me. Hey, anybody that's out there, subscribe. I love going to the doctor and dentist. Nothing like the peace of mind. Do you know if Kid Creole is of actual Creole ancestry? I don't know nothing about that, Miss Matthew. Is your show still in the work? I remember you mentioning before Cohan. You know what? I got a new group. We working on some things or whatever. And like I tell you right now, if it's God will be done. But the difference is right now, I'm working with a team that right now we try and do all our things ourselves. The same thing that what Miss T is working on, we try and do our own Hollywood, build our own Hollywood. Is he trolling you? Okay, thank you, BG. Hey, listen. Hey, folks, listen. I'm about to call it quit. If you are unwell, seek a physician before it's too late. You got to, man. You got to. The Panani perspective, the Ponani the Panani perspective. I was trying to get advice, big man. Okay, I was trying to get advice. And like I said right now, if anybody come on my platform and they are mindful and they respectful, guess what, folks? I try to respond to the best of my ability or whatever. The difference right now is, you know what? I try to keep this platform as squeaky clean as possible. Am I human? Yeah. Where I have some outbursts, it all depends. It all depends. But like I said right now, 216 Rockaway in the building. Hey, Rockaway in the house. Listen, like I told you right now, if you're interested, get your signed copy of the Beyond Lucky book, the Brian Glaze Gibbs story. True story of crack money, murder, redemption. Like I said, I was once the problem. Now what I do, I seek to be part of the solution. How do I right my wrong? Get your signed copy by emailing me at Brian, Brian, Gibbs, Gibbs, 1201 at yahoo.com. Like I said right now, get your merch. Go to Teespring, get your merch. See what they say? Good day, good day, good day. You know, a lot of times people laugh or they tell me right now, sometimes I repeat certain catchy phrase and you know what? I put it up on t-shirt, later for that, crime doesn't pay. Hey, folks, listen, what I want everybody, let's take our time. Give me a moment. Let's pray together. Let's pray for Kid Creole that everything work out for the best for him, man. Give me a minute. Let's pray together. Bow your head. Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what? Like I said right now, that email in the description box. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in after I end this. Miss Matthew, I'm gonna put that in. Thank you right now. No prayer, no power. Less prayer, less power. More prayer, more power. Much prayer, much power. You know, folks, I'm gonna end it with this. God has smiled on me. He has set me free. Boom, 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 boom. God has smiled on me. He's been good. He's been good. He's been good to me. And like I said right now, guys, let he or she, while sin, cast the first stone. Who are we to judge? May God will be done because God know what's really happened. You're right, man. Everybody, like I told you, peace, love, and prosperity. And keep this in mind. One love, one love. Lucky just to have just one love, one love, one love. You lucky just to have just one love. Do you have Haywood in your family? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. Mm, Not that I know of. You know what? As of lately, I've been going through a few things, mixed emotion, and trying to put things in perspective. And you know what? Like I told you right now, folks, listen. Everybody needs somebody in their life. Everybody needs somebody that's gonna tell them whether they're right or wrong. Everybody needs somebody to love them for them. You know what? You need somebody to love you for you. And that's what we need to do. Get back to the basic, man. Love each other, man. Tell your kids, tell your spouse, tell your mother, tell your father, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your grandparent. Tell the people that you love them. Tell your friend. Please do a favor to God video. I'm just learning. I like the light one Connecticut. Miss Matthew, like I tell you right now, I do a few. The acid, Grandma Ye, I do a few. I do a few. And I would do that. Hey, like I say, hit that like button, subscribe, share, support. Subscribe, share, support. Remember that love is always here. Brooklyn Bushwick in the house. Big Lee shout out to UOG. Bushwick, man. You know what? My best friend. My best friend is from Bushwick. Every morning, we keep in contact. He send me powerful message, powerful, powerful. Get it in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Hey, go to the Brian Glaze Gibbs platform. A lot of good content. Everybody, thank y'all for joining me this evening. Peace, love, and prosperity. One love.